The Niagara Movement was a civil rights group organized by W.E.B. Du Bois and William Monroe Trotter in 1905. After being denied admittance to hotels in Buffalo, New York, the group of 29 business owners, teachers, and clergy who compromised the initial meeting gathered at Niagara Falls, Ontario, which the group name derives. The principles behind the Niagara Movement were largely in opposition to Booker T. Washington's philosophy of accommodationism. Trotter, the editor of Boston Guardian, had publicly reprimanded Washington as a Boston, Massachusetts meeting in 1903. In The Souls of Black Folk in 1903, Du Bois had also condemned Washington for his lower expectations for African Americans. The Niagara Movement drafted a Declaration of Principles, part of which stated, "We refuse to allow the impression to remain that the Negro American assents to inferiority, is submissive under oppression, and apologetic before insults." The Niagara Movement attempted to bring about legal change addressing the issues of crime, economics, religion, health, and education. The movement stood apart from other black organizations at the time because of its powerful and unequivocal demand for equal rights. The Niagara Movement forcefully demanded equal economic and education opportunity, as well as a vote for black men and women. Members of the Niagara Movement sent a powerful message to the entire country through their condemnation of racial discrimination and a call for an end to segregation. While the movement had grown to include at least 107 members in 34 states by 1906, it also encountered difficulties. W.E.B. Du Bois supported the inclusion of women in the Niagara Movement. William Monroe Trotter did not. Trotter left the movement in 1908 to start his own group, the Negro American Political League. The Niagara Movement met annually until 1908. In that year, a major race riot broke out in Springfield, Illinois. 8 blacks were killed and over 2,000 African Americans fled the city. Symbolically important because it was the first northern race riot in 4 decades, and because it was in the hometown of Abraham Lincoln, black and white activists, including members of the Niagara Movement, felt a new powerful insurrection organization was now needed to combat racism. Out of this concern, the NAACP was formed, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. The Niagara Movement was considered the precursor of the NAACP. Many of its members, such as W.E.B. Du Bois, were among the new organization's founders. W.E.B. Du Bois was named General Secretary of the Niagara Movement. The founders agreed to divide the work at hand among state chapters, and at the end of the year, the organizations had 170 members and were poorly funded.